if you look at your trauma and you just focus on that, then are you necessarily motivated to negotiate it? And I would argue you're not. I would say in most cases people will actually not engage in their trauma. What I do love about Maté is the fact that he says that trauma is the response to the wound. So what caused the damage psychologically, your response to it is what the actual trauma is. The thing is, yeah, so I would argue that most trauma, if you relate it to like the scabbing of a wound, it becomes quite sort of prickly and hard, and therefore people don't want to engage in the pain, right? You know, that's why their behaviour becomes the way it is, and often people who have experienced trauma have quite extreme behaviour. But the thing is, so that means that really, what we're negotiating, you know, you can do all the research into trauma in the world and watch as many videos as you like on the subject of trauma and so on, as I have certainly tried. But whether you progress, unlikely. Very unlikely that you will experience betterment, recovery, progression from the negative habits that you feel into positive habits. You will not, basically, because your brain is wired to not engage in the trauma. So the crucial thing, there are many strands of psychology that deal with brain retraining, not least brainwave psychology. You've got to turn feelings and situations on its head. And actually, I would say that entire process is highly creative. Involves your own sense of intuition and just looking at, you know, what habits you want to change and then changing them, but kind of doing it in a way which is engaging for you, you know, and all different. So I mean, that's why you can't have a one-trick pony, and that's why I also don't agree that people should be jumping at antidepressants. I appreciate that many people are not, but the human mind is extremely powerful, so I think we should use it. And this is actually where art is the winner, because although art, many artists have very troubled mental health, art actually can allow you to engage in your mind and actually to be creative. You can learn how to be creative, unsurprisingly, by being creative. And if you learn how to be creative, then you can look at your bad habit, play a game with your mind. You know, are you genuinely curious? You genuinely want to change, and why do you want to change? And maybe it can be fun. Maybe actually recovering from childhood trauma can actually be a fun process. Like, have you ever heard any videos or any literature saying how recovering from trauma can be fun? But please tell me, how is that not more appealing than the idea of it just being a sad, lonely pursuit? Yeah, sure, you've got to feel the emotion, but maybe when you at the same time, make it a game. You know, I'll tell you why. So I have wonderful, weird, quirky habits with music practice and everything. Like, for example, even right now, I'm going to be teaching in 11 minutes. So my game is, can I be inside there within 11 minutes? And actually, can I be inside there ready within 6 minutes? So see, I'm playing a game of time. Can I? Challenge. That's how you win. That's how I've bettered anything about myself, I would say, because I started seeing it as a game. I mean, I learned to sight read, and I learned to engage in music, and I learned to listen, and I learned to engage with words. I learned to communicate, I learned to talk. Honestly, I didn't talk much as a child, and I learned to do all these things because I viewed it as a game, because I associated it with what I already knew, which was often to do with music.